31. We're ready to get started. First on the agenda today is ADECA. I'm a minute late. Can you believe that?
Good afternoon. ADECA has two contracts before the committee today. The first is with the Alabama Clean Fuels Coalition. It is an extension of time.
Thank you.
All right. The second is with DC Winds LLC for an outreach and education program for our broadband.
Is this a renewal? Because I know they've got several contracts.
No, sir. This one is not a renewal.
With another, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
AOC.
Hello. AOC has two contracts, City of Huntsville and City of Birmingham. There are CRO contracts.
These are just standard every year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Conservation. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. We have 3 engineering contracts before you today. The first 2 are for well engineers, and the third one is for civil and environmental engineering services.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Corrections. You're the next contestant.
Hi, we have one contract today, and it's with PREA Auditors of America. PREA does our independent audits of our facilities as mandated by federal law.
Question, is there a report that you produce as a result of this?
I believe they provide one to us, yes.
Can we get it?
I can absolutely get that to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Education.
Good afternoon. Education's got 10 contracts today. The first one is with Copperwing Designs. This is basically just an amendment to their original contract to give them a bit more funding so that they can do proper outreach and marketing to let people know where they can get access to those child nutrition programs.
Okay. Next one.
The next contract is with Kelly Services. This is an amendment to the contract that y'all approved last month. It's just to allow us to use the remaining EANS 1's funds for that contract.
Thank you. Next one.
The next contract is with Adelaide Services. Adelaide Services is basically going to be collecting data and things that we have to report federally on our migrant students and providing services for them, so we're in compliance with that.
Thank you. Next one.
The fourth contract is with the Alabama Association of School Resource Officers. This contract is so that they can come to the Alabama Association of School Resource Officers is able to use the professional development and training and resources from the U.S. school resource officers. So this is a contract allowing them to come to our conferences and train our school resource officers on their different scales of training.
It's sad we need that, but thank you. Next one.
The next one is with United Ability. United Ability is going to be providing adaptive technology to our special ed classrooms and making sure that our special ed teachers are trained effectively on that technology so that they can teach their students with it.
Thank you. Next.
The next one is with Frank Buck Consulting. Frank Buck Consulting is going to be collecting, analyzing, and disaggregating preschool data, which is federally required that we report that.
Next one.
The next contract is with Curriculum Associates. Curriculum Associates is going to be providing a web-based platform for our English learning students, and we're going to be collecting data from that in order to implement an individualized English learners plan.
Next one.
The next one is for the National Center of the Improvement of Educational Assessment. This is actually the technical advisory committee that sort of sits around and runs their test to decide what these scales should be and what the cut score should be for our assessments like the ACAP.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Next one.
Okay. The next one is with Data Recognition Corporation. This started as a long-term contract. It is the services that they provide for us so that we can administer assessments like the ACAP and collect scoring and reporting on that. And that is for our summative assessment.
Y'all waste so much money. It's incredible. Next one.
The next one is also with Data Recognition Corporation. They're going to be providing the same services, but for our alternate assessment, which is for students with disabilities.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, y'all hire more consultants and do more assessment, and our students still can't read, write, or do arithmetic. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Electronic Security Board.
Good afternoon. We have 4 contracts before you today. 3 are for the board's inspectors, and 1 is for the board's investigator.
These for alarm systems.
Yes, locksmith and alarm.
Thank you. Engineers Land Surveyors Board.
All right, we have 1 renewal contract before you. It's with Heuristic Solutions Incorporated. They're our licensing management system provider.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Environmental Management.
Good afternoon. We have this 1 contract with the architectural agreement. This is in regards to the new Mobile field office. And the request is due to the estimate versus the actual bid.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Geological Survey.
Good afternoon. We have 1 contract with Pace Analytical Services in Tuscaloosa. This will be for geochemical analysis of soil samples for an externally funded project that we have.
Thank you. Historical Commission.
Good afternoon. We have 3 contracts this afternoon. 2 are architectural contracts. One of those is an amendment extending both time and money. And then we have the Friends of the Forts contract for Frontier Days at Fort Toulouse.
Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, you had another one, CE and CE, didn't you? Had 3?
Yes, I had said
Okay.
we had 2 architectural ones.
Okay, I didn't hear past
Okay.
Friends of the Fort. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Insurance. Just in case, Legislative Council, you can start coming forward. Speed this up. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Department of Insurance has 1 contract today. It's for actuarial services with the Molinos firm. It's a 2-year contract. It says October 1, but of course it'll be upon the governor's signature.
Thank you.
Thank
Legislative Council.
Good afternoon. Our contract today is a website database contract for administrative code filings to be filed electronically and to allow for the general public to actually search the front forward-facing portion of the website.
Thank you. Medicaid. Thank you.
Afternoon. We have 5 contracts this afternoon for y'all to review. The first one is Cognosante. It is a $1.9 million amendment. And just to give you some brief background on that, Alabama Medicaid operates a statewide health information electronic exchange system. This allows patients to access their medical records electronically and also provides a forum for providers to securely exchange PHI. Cognosante is our contractor that helps us work on our infrastructure and also works with our providers to get plugged into this system. Now, the reason for the $1.9 million that needs to be added is sort of 2 reasons. One, CMS is requiring our systems to be upgraded with some new regulations they've issued with the 21st Century Cures Act. And then the second part, and this is good news, when we forecasted the cost of this contract, we were anticipating a certain number of provider engagement. And for the second year of the contract, provider enrollment has actually exceeded our expectations. So because more providers are signing up for this program than we anticipated at this point, we're having to add more money to the contract for administrative costs.
But this actually will save you money in the long
Yes, sir.
run. Yeah, that's what I thought. That opens up. Next one.
All right, the next four are all renewals of contracts that has already been brought to the committee and for y'all and approved. But the first one, iPro, this is our second one-year option. iPro is the Island Peer Review Organization, or iPro. That is an external quality review organization. CMS mandates that we have certain organizations that independently audit aspects of the Medicaid program. iPro specifically is our external quality review organization for the 7 Alabama Coordinated Healthcare Network, or ACHN programs.
Next one.
The next one is CoImagine. This is a third and final one-year renewal. They perform chart audits and retrospective reviews of hospital records as part of the agency's utilization control activities.
Next one.
The next one is Evicor Healthcare. It's a third and final one-year option. They help administer the agency's radiology and cardiology programs by setting criteria for services and also reviewing our prior authorizations.
And last.
Finally, Keystone Peer Review Organization, or KeyPro. It's a third and final one-year renewal. The contractor, they provide administrative services for our pharmacy program, including also doing prior authorization reviews, working with our drug utilization review program, and pharmacy lock-ins.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Next up, mental health.
We have 5 contracts. The first one is Copper Wing. It's an amendment to add additional services. A vendor will conduct a statewide messaging campaign focusing on substance abuse and suicide prevention. This is part of a SAMHSA requirement.
Thank you.
Erin Burleson, a vendor, will help our substance abuse prevention provider network meet SAMHSA requirements and ensure providers are trained and certified to meet SAMHSA standards.
Thank you.
Next is Guidehouse. It's a new contract. The contractor will provide training and technical assistance to the department and providers regarding the 1115 substance abuse waiver and develop a training and technical assistance plan.
Thank you. Next one.
All right, WellSky vendor, this is a new contract. The vendor provides updates, technical assistance, reports, and maintenance to the substance abuse and developmental disability information systems. The systems are used to process claims, Medicaid processing, and block grant processing. It's also used to make payments to our third-party providers.
Thank you.
Next is Omni. It's a new contract. The vendor will conduct evaluations of services, programs, and systems used by our third-party providers and the department as it relates to substance abuse prevention and treatment block grant. And this is, evaluation is required under the block grant.
Thank you, Public Health.
Good afternoon. I have several contracts in front of you today. The first one was Community Health Accreditation Program. This is a no-cost time extension to make sure that we're in compliance with the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare standards.
Thank you.
The next one is a contract with a physician, a TB physician consultant to provide direct hands-on care to TB patients, latent TB infections, and those suspected of.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. It's a 2-year contract. The next one is a new contract. It is for 2 years to provide, it's emergency-based, to provide examination labs and treatment for the West Central District for STD patients.
Thank you.
The next 5 are essentially all the same contracts, and they are in relation to the rural areas of Alabama to provide MD services for areas of Alabama that are considered to be rural areas of Alabama. Therefore, 1 year.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
We need more healthcare in those rural counties, trust me. Thank y'all for doing that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Public Library Service.
We have one contract, and that is to provide professional design services for various projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rehab Services.
Hello, we have one contract with Dr. James Banyos to serve as a psychological consultant to assist with eligibility determination and ensure proper service provision to our consumers.
Thank you. Revenue.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Martin Mitchell with the Alabama Department of Revenue, and we have one professional services contract. This is a 2-year contract with Fast Enterprises, and this contract will allow for a new vessel titling program, which is new to the state of Alabama based on the passage of Act 2022-144, as well as a complete modernization of all motor vehicle titling for the state.
So we're titling vessels now.
We are.
Yay.
That's good for your area. We're going to be in the boating business.
Well, yeah, because now all these boats that got destroyed in Florida don't show up in Alabama.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Transportation.
We've got 7 contracts for you. All of them are 80% federal, 20% state funded. The first is Bureau Veritas, who does our structural steel fabrication inspection.
Thank you. Next one.
The next one is for Strinteg Corporation. They do some of our transportation support services on our projects.
Next one.
Next one is Wood Environment and Infrastructure Solutions. They do a lot of our geotechnical services statewide.
Next one.
Next one is Charles Daniel Sizemore, and the other one is John E. Hall. They're both real property appraisers on our highway projects when we get right away.
Last one. Oh, you got 2 more, couple more.
Yeah, next last one is Dan Brown and Associates. They do some geotechnical services for us.
All right.
And the last one is Michael Baker, who will be our owner's project manager on the I-10 Mobile River Bridge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Youth services.
We have one contract today. It is a no-cost time extension for Pool and Company Architects.
This is for the new building y'all are building?
We have 3 buildings currently under construction out at Mount Meigs, modernizing the school, a maximum security unit, and a therapy building.
Yeah.
And this is just to extend the architect's time. Project's a little behind.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Believe me, I understand. Supply chain issues. Legal contracts, Alabama State Bar.
Good afternoon, Terry Lovell, State Bar. We have one contract. This is for legal services for John Marsh of Ball, Matthews, and Novak, and this involves litigation against the bar and a former executive director.
Yeah, y'all got a little mud on your face there.
Just a little.
And just by the way, I'm bringing a bill that's going to outlaw y'all from using taxpayers' money to buy the silence of other people with non-disclosure agreements. So get ready for it.
I'm ready.
We're not going to be paying people off using taxpayers' money on non-disclosure agreements anymore. So
I agree.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
No offense to you, but
You got there after.
yeah, you got to mop up that mess. Chiropractic Examiners Board.
Good afternoon. We have one contract before y'all this afternoon for Steve Brom for our legal services.
$125 an hour. Y'all got a deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we're going to hear about those in a minute. Corrections.
Sorry, I got distracted. We have 7 legal services contracts today. The first is a new contract for Karen Ray of Correctional Improvement and Stability Consultants, LLC. She has been appointed by the court as an external monitor for us in pursuant to the Braggs litigation. This is a 1-year, not to exceed $280,000 contract.
Where are we? Where are we in the Braggs case now?
I don't have that information. I could have someone from our office email you with an update or contact you with an update.
That's fine.
So the court ordered us to hire this attorney.
They're not, this one, Miss Ray is actually a nurse.
The court ordered us.
The court ordered us to enter into a contract with 4 different external monitoring teams. Miss Ray and Rick Ramish is another one this month. Last month, we had Dr. Elizabeth Falcon, and the 4th one has escaped my mind. The court orders us to enter into contracts with these people, and we have no negotiating room with regards to their terms.
So we pay attorneys $195 an hour and nurses $250 an hour.
Again, that's
fine. I'm just,
okay.
next one.
Next is a new contract for Rhett Owens of Bodwell LLP. This is for the representation of Brandon Burns and Robert Taylor in the lawsuit of Abrams v. Dunn. This is a 2-year, not to exceed $200,000 contract.
Thank you. Next one.
All right, this is a new contract again for Rhett Owens for the representation of Officer Studdard and Jim Jackson in the lawsuit styled Burke v. Tunstall. This is a 2-year, not to exceed $200,000 contract.
Next one.
This is Rick Ramish. He is of Falcon Correctional and Community Services. This is like Miss Ray. He is I believe, a correctional psychologist. And again, the court in the Braggs litigation ordered us to enter into a contract with him. This is a 1-year, not to exceed $280,000 contract.
What's I think I know the answer to this question. What's the purpose?
The court, this is to ensure that we are complying with the terms of the Bragg order. So these 4 individuals come down and go through, weed through everything that the court has ordered us to comply with in the Braggs litigation.
And the Bragg litigation is the staffing litigation?
I believe so.
Oh, and we have somebody that's watching us to make sure we're in compliance, and
That the court has ordered that, yes.
I don't know what they're looking at. Because we are certainly not in compliance with the Bragg litigation.
We're making strides, and that's what the court's looking at.
Making strides staffing wise?
We're trying.
Okay.
Next one.
All right, the next one is a new contract for Terry Tompkins for the representation of Ann Hill in the lawsuit styled Bearfield v. Dunn. This is a 2-year, not to exceed $200,000 contract.
Thank you. Next one.
This is an amendment to the contract for William Lunsford for the continued representation of Jefferson Dunn, Grant Culliver, and Edward Ellington in the lawsuit styled Huffman v. Dunn. This is an amendment to add $50,000 to this contract amount.
Could you this is just for, I guess, my personal information. If you don't know this off the top of your head, could you provide us at some point just how much money we paid this particular law firm and lawyer for legal services?
I could get that.
It's probably, hundreds of millions of dollars. It is, he could probably be his own personal government agency at this point. And the thing is, the other contracts, they don't actually answer to y'all. Don't they answer to him too?
I'm sorry, who
Because I think Lunsford, doesn't he represent us in the Braggs case too?
Yes. So the experts report to Mr. Lunsford.
So they don't even report to the Department of Corrections. They report to an outside counsel that we've hired.
I believe that's correct.
Man, he is. You're making a killing.
You want to go back to the Reynolds case in transportation. Last time I checked, we spent over $400 million in legal fees trying to settle one lawsuit. William Lunsford, again, corrections?
Yes, this is for the representation of Jefferson Dunn and Ruth Naglich in the lawsuit styled George v. Wexford Health. This is a 2-year, not to exceed $200,000 contract.
Let me just say this. I don't envy the Department of Corrections. I don't envy what you go through. As long as the Federal Trade Commission allows cell phones in prisons, it's going to be a terribly dangerous place. The gangs are going to continue to run it, and the feds will not allow us to block cell phones. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is just what's the problem in the prison system. The prisoners are running it. And there's no offense to y'all, but those gangs smuggle cell phones in, they do drug deals, and we can't block their cell system. They have a right to have a cell phone in jail, even though it's illegal. Thank you so much for all you do.
Yes, sir. We'll get
Health planning development.
Good afternoon. This is a legal contract for Mark Wilkerson to represent the agency in an appeal that's in the Court of Civil Appeals currently from a decision from the CON Review Board.
From the decision what?
A decision made by the CON Review Board.
You got any questions? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Human resources.
This is a legal services contract with Rushton, Stakely, Johnston, and Garrett to provide legal defense in a litigation case, and it's a 2-year contract, $95,000 at $195 an hour.
Thank you. And this past week in Camden, Alabama, I watched a woman buy $10 worth of gas on an Alabama EBT card. And I saw a sign in the store that says, "We now accept EBT." It was a clothing store.
Yes.
You know, my usual rant
Yes.
on EBT. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Prosthetics and Orthotics Board.
We have one contract for a hearing officer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Revenue.
Hi, we have one legal services contract for Ken Webb with Webb, McNeil and Walker. This is just a no-time extension of 1 year to bring it through 2023, the fiscal year.
Thank you. Supercomputer Authority.
Good afternoon. We have one contract for you today, and it is with James Hampton for legal services.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we have another contract that, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't turn the page over. Transportation.
We have two general legal services contracts, one with Barbara Wells, Capel, and Howard, and the other with Kenneth A. Watson and Jones Walker. It's for general legal services for a couple of our lawsuits against us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we have a late contract with the Board of Pardons and Parole. It's for mental health services. That if we don't review it, then mental health services in Mobile will be shut down for our parolees and prisoners.
The participants at our day reporting center in Mobile.
Yeah, no problem. It is. They need help. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Appreciate your indulgence.
Thank y'all for being here.